There are a lot of alternative power systems on the market today. One that's been around for really quite a while is the Torqeedo electric motors. This, what you see here, is a 3 horsepower model. As you can see, it's got some juice. Now with the integrated battery, this will run for about 35 minutes at full throttle, 3 or 4 hours at maybe half throttle, and there's some much bigger models available these days. This is the biggest electric outboard that Torqeedo offers. It's called the Deep Blue, and it puts out 80 horsepower. That's pretty darn big for an electric, and one of the advantages of going with Torqeedo is that this is a company that has a long history, a lot of experience in the world of electric outboards. Now here's a completely different alternative energy source. The Lear outboards run on propane. This little propane tank can last you for several hours of boating. Now the downside to propane is really the size limitation. Right now, a 15 is the largest that Lear offers. It burns so much more cleanly. I can actually start it up right here inside the convention center. This is the Regen Nautic. This is the largest electric outboard out there, 180 horsepower. Now that's a lot of juice. Of course, the downside being you need a lot of batteries. But as battery technology improves, the manufacturers of this motor do expect that range will only get better and better. What really kills me though is how many volts this motor is. Pierre, tell me, how many volts?
We're operating at 400 volts, the same standard as the car industry.
400?
Yeah, 400.
400 volts. Now here's your most common form of alternative outboard power, your bow-mounted trolling motor. These electric motors are made by several companies, Minn Kota, Motor Guide, and they have their pluses and minuses. Usually the power is pretty limited, can't get much beyond 2 horsepower or so, and they're generally not used for the main propulsion system. To learn about motors like these and others that don't require gasoline, read the full-feature Alternative Propulsion.